Hey everybody, welcome to Friday. How you guys doing? Today at noon on the live, we are going to be talking about intuition. How to understand your own voice, your own connection to spirit, how to separate the noise. I think a lot of people come to this channel and they watch tarot readings and sometimes have intuitive hits, sometimes think it's wishful thinking. We're going to clear that all up on that live today. So come on and join me for that. That should be a great conversation. Saturday morning, I will post a weekly round of Air, Fire, Earth, Water, so you can catch that early Saturday morning. All right, so that's what's going on the channel. Let's see what's going on for you on the spiritual path this day. Messages for those watching, please. Let's see where we go. All right. Any zodiac signs that show up, I will go deeper into them in the extended. Okay? All right. Time for a nap. That's the past, though. Time to go. Wow. Serendipity. All right. So for those of you who feel like this past year, maybe two, has been a little bit like, I'm not sure what to do next. I'm not sure where to go with this. I'm not sure, or feeling like you're maybe having ideas, but not really being able to get anything going, getting any traction of any kind. I feel like now things are getting ready to launch. Things are getting ready to take off. We are moving into the eclipse season this fall. November 19th, today is the lunar eclipse, and that is in Taurus. I did a video Wednesday morning on the morning message, the spiritual path videos. I talked a lot about that. The first 10 minutes of the video is just about the eclipse and how it might impact you. So go check that out. That's a Wednesday video. I'll put a little card here so you can connect with that reading. That might be helpful to you. Also, Thursdays on the Pathfinder Live, we talked a little bit about that as well. Eclipse season is truly an activation energy. It is when the North Node and South Node is in alignment. There's other reasons why it's a lunar eclipse, about getting in the shadow of the earth and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about the thing that may most impact you is the alignment with North Node and South Node in Taurus and Scorpio. So go check that video out. Also, I talked about it on Wednesday, on the Wednesday Live too. So if you're part of our membership groups, you got that live. All right, let's see where we go. Morning message, please. Morning message. All right, let's see. Knight of Pentacles underneath. Knight of Wands. Queen of Swords. Six of Wands. Chariot. Seven of Wands. 10 of Cups. Wow. All right. 10 of Swords. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Ace of Swords. Six of Pentacles. All right. So this is kind of laying out interest in an interesting way to me. I feel like past, present, and future is kind of like what we're doing here. So I don't always see the spread that way, but I am seeing it right now. So I feel like underneath what's going on is this need to anchor in that Taurus energy that's coming in today. Taurus in that eclipse, lunar eclipse in Taurus. I feel like there's a desire to feel stable and solid. There's a desire to get things out of its shaky baby kind of way and moving them into something more solid, much more stable. And I feel like in the past, you may have been dealing with some characters that are fast. You might have been dealing with people that pop in and out of your life. You may have chosen to get away from that. All right. Chosen to get away from players, chosen to get away from third parties, anything like that. That has been the past. So this is almost like in the past, you might have been sleepwalking through your life and doing things that were not in alignment with your mission or spiritual path on this planet, doing things that are energetically keeping you small and keeping you from realizing your full potential. I also did a video about what's keeping you small. I did it a long time ago, but we're going to put a card here so you can check that out. It was a very popular video. And that's over. All right. So 10 of Swords, it's like it's almost like no upside here. I'm not seeing any upside for you to stay in that energy. So it is time to go. And in the present, it's sort of like the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands and then the Ace of Swords. It's like, I'm going to do what's right for me. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to create boundaries for myself. I'm going to make some really good and clear decisions based on my own truth and authenticity so that I can move forward in this life. Where you're going, look at this. 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. So the presence of two sixes here makes me feel like you're finally dealing, whoops, this goes this way. You're finally dealing with overcoming these past patterns. Congratulations. You've overcome the past patterns and you're moving towards something that is more stable and solid, more long-term, a long-term relationship here. The 6 of Pentacles is balanced. So what was happening with this connection could have been a Sag or Virgo, Cancerian, Sag, Virgo, Cancer, which I will look into in the extended if you've been dealing with those signs. It doesn't have to be, but those signs might be part of your pattern here. So it's really now about you deciding what it is that you're willing to do, becoming more of a conscious participant in your life rather than things just happening to you, people just showing up and all this kind of random nonsense. It's not really random. Like, you see that now, Queen of Swords. You see that now that, people showing up in your life, everything has a purpose. Everything has an intention. Everything has an agenda. I know that word kind of gets a bad rap in my view, because what that really means is somebody has sometimes people call it an angle, and that's kind of negative, right? It's like, you got an angle, someone's got an agenda. Like, when you hear that, you're like, oh, that means that they're being inauthentic. Since you're moving into this more authentic, whoopsie, Ace of Swords kind of life, everything's got to be authentic. Okay. So that's why those people end up going away, because it's out of alignment with you. You're just not there. Okay. You're moving forward. 6 of Wands is about victory, claiming victory. A Chariot is also about victory. 10 of Cups is a twin flame card. It is about long-term happiness and well-being and fun and joy and, all the things that go along with that. And I feel like this is about mission, about 6 of Pentacles, about you helping other people because of where you've come. So some of you are really going to be, whatever patterns you were in, that's the thing to help other people with. Okay. So if some of you have dealt with narcissistic partners, some of you have dealt with toxic relationship partners, whoever is resonating with this, you might have the potential to be someone who helps other people heal that, right? That might be your healing mission. Whatever it is, think about the patterns that you've recently overcome, and you're in a position now to help other people. So I'm going to clarify the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords, Fool, Magician. So you're getting free of cheaters, 7 of Swords, getting free of sitting around and waiting for someone who's a cheater to finally figure it out. You're getting away from this. There's somebody here that might resonate with that. Really moving forward in your life, serendipity is Jupiter, is the Wheel of Fortune card. So you're taking a leap of faith away from that. I do feel like some of you, whoever was dealing with these toxic people, you're manifesting something quite different now. All right, Magician, manifesting something quite different, and it's no longer interesting to you. So it doesn't mean these people are going to stop showing up. It just means that you don't care. And I tell you, the absence of love is not hate, it's indifference. And when you're indifferent to something, think about something you're indifferent to. Like, for example, you're, at a friend's house and a person shows up for the dinner, right? And it's just, there's no like past life connection, or there's nothing like that. You're just like indifferent to that person. You're like, okay, you don't wish them ill, but you don't wish them well. You don't have any emotional charge around them at all. It's just somebody you just met. It's like, okay, that's interesting. That was Amanda. She was so fun, and that's very nice. But you don't have this like, oh, why isn't Amanda calling? Like you don't have that emotional charge. This is about healing that emotional charge, because the emotional charge is revealing to you something that, especially when you're trying to get love from someone who's unavailable, that emotional charge around you, a pattern. I keep choosing people who are unavailable. That's the reason for the emotional charge. It's not really about them. They're triggering something. Could be a past life thing. It could be some kind of pattern in this life. So, for example, if you had a father, a lot of it tracks back to family patterns. If you had a father who was constantly traveling or out of your life, dipping in and out of your life, that mapped for you as what love is, or at least part of it. It could be an unconscious, you never know what kids take in. So it could be an unconscious feeling that, oh, that's what love must feel like because, well, my father professed to love me, and yet I didn't get my needs met because he was dipping in and out of my life. He was never very consistent with me. And so that feels normal when someone else does that pattern, that feels normal. So this is about really healing that pattern. It's seeing it clearly, Queen of Swords. All right. In order to heal anything, you have to see it first. You can't just be like, oh, there's this random feeling. Like, I don't know what it's about. I'm just going to heal the feeling. It's not really like that. It's sort of like you got to follow it down. A feeling is like, in my head, I see this red knitted sweater from Aunt Irene, who knitted you this beautiful sweater for Christmas. It's a lovely red color, rich red color, but there's this little, she didn't tie off the end of the sweater, and there's a piece of thread hanging down that's just, you pull on it and you pull on it and you pull on it, and eventually you unravel the whole sweater. That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to pull on the thread. Okay, instead of just being like, okay, well, it's a thing, and I'm just going to throw healing at it. Let's find out why. Why does this pattern exist for you? Why are you consistently bringing people like this into your life? I feel like that's, now you see it, it's time to unravel it for yourself. Okay? It's definitely time to unravel it for yourself. So I am going to look at, if you're dealing with anybody who is a Virgo, a Sag, or a Cancer, I will pull some cards around those particular signs, or it could be your sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll look at that in the extended. So there's a link below if you want to keep going with me. I'm going to go deeper into this reading. If you're part of Pathfinders, the rest of the reading starts right now.